Hey everybody, the title of this video is called Easter. Now, you may think, why is she making a video about Easter if this channel is based on helping people with things they go through? Well, I thought let's switch it up a little bit. So let's talk about it. Let's get into the nicks and crannies. Let's dive down. So basically, what is Easter? The most important and oldest festival. Well, I'm not going to say festival. Thing of the Christian church is celebrating the resurrection of their Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, meaning he rose again, came back from the dead and has rose again. But people or children may think it's for people to literally go and get eggs that they find on the ground with candy in it from the Easter bunny. I'm sorry to break it to you, there's no Easter bunny. Never existed, never will. The Easter bunny is your parents who go to the dollar store or to the store in general and buy plastic little eggs they have to put together by putting candy and stuff in it. Putting it around the house or putting it around outside for Easter. For their kids to get the eggs. So it doesn't exist. It's a nice little thing, for children to do. Fun little activity. You dye eggs, Easter eggs, and little fun activity like that. Or you go out and you get the eggs off the ground or whatever. For kids, Easter is a celebration of Jesus rising from the dead, which Christians call his resurrection. It's a time to remember that Jesus loved us so much that he died for us. He died for you and me to be sitting right here. But then came back to life, giving us a chance to live a new life with him. Easter is also a time of new beginnings like the spring season. Jesus died and then came back to life. Christians believe Jesus died on the cross, but 3 days later, he rose from the dead. Easter is about new life. The resurrection of Jesus is a symbol of new life and hope. Easter is a time to celebrate. People celebrate Easter by going to church, decorating eggs, and spending time with family. Easter is not just about the Easter eggs and the Easter bunny. While those are fun traditions, the real meaning of Easter is about Jesus' love and sacrifice for us. That's what I, wanted to say to you guys. That's what, it is for kids, and that's what it is for the adults. But that's the real true meaning of Easter. The real true, meaning of Easter. And, I always have a mug. I have a mug if I'm happy. If I don't have a mug, I'm not happy. And you guys should ask me, why aren't you happy? You ain't have your mug. And if I didn't have a mug, comment it down below and be like, you ain't have a mug in this video. What's going on? You need to de-stress. What's going on, Hunty? Okay, so that's basically what Easter is about. And I'm definitely going to have a little video for the little kids. A little fun, creative video. At the end of this video, towards children, something fun for them. But yeah, so it's like Easter is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And you may think, this is not a Christian YouTube channel. Why is she talking about God and stuff like that? I say Christians because yes, I am a Christian. And yes, I do believe in Jesus Christ. But my Lord and Savior, the Most High King. But I say Christians because I don't want to offend anybody. That makes sense. But yeah, so let me show you guys this video. But before I show you the video and, close on this video, I wanted to do an Easter video. That's the meaning of Easter. And I just wanted to give you a snippet of what the meaning of Easter is about. Now, this video is not just about Easter, but because Easter is coming up, and today's Easter, guys, I wanted to do a little bit about Easter. But after I show you the video, I will close on that half of this video and we will talk about another segment that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I'm about to show you a video that is geared to children and adults. It will definitely help you explain more of what I just explained to you, and then we'll get into the next segment of this video. And I hope you guys can definitely hear. I'm not the best at making YouTube videos. So yes, I make the videos on my computer. And if I have to show you guys something, I'll show you it on my phone. Sorry, I'm not that tech savvy yet. But let's get into the video. And I will definitely have a link to the video at the end in my description below the video. Let's get started.
Hey kids, let's learn all
I have
about
no
Easter.
Copyrights
I love
to this
Easter
video.
time. But it's not just about chocolate and bunnies. Let's talk about the history of Easter. What is Easter? Well, Easter is a very special holiday celebrated by many people around the world. It's a time when Christians remember the resurrection of Jesus. That means Christians believe Jesus came back to life after he died on the cross. But why do we celebrate Easter? Well, Christians believe that a long, long time ago, Jesus died to help people and to forgive their sins. But 3 days after Jesus died, something amazing happened. Jesus came back to life. And this is why Easter is such a joyful and miraculous celebration. So when is Easter? Well, Easter doesn't have the same date every year, but it usually happens in March or April. Now let's look at some different Easter symbols. This is an Easter egg. People love decorating eggs at Easter time. And this is a rabbit. You may also know the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny is a fun character who hides eggs for kids to find. And don't forget chicks and flowers. They also remind us of spring. And we also have the cross, which we learned about before. People also enjoy many different treats at Easter. My favorite is the chocolate bunny. Some people like chocolate eggs. Some people like jelly beans, which are candy. We also have mini eggs, and these are little chocolate eggs with candy coating. Some people like marshmallow peeps, which are marshmallows shaped like chicks. We also have hot cross buns and Easter bread. What's your favorite Easter treat? Now let's talk about how people celebrate Easter. Some people celebrate Easter by going to church. Other people have big family meals or Sunday picnics. And some people have Easter egg hunts. On Easter, you may eat a lot of chocolate. Or maybe you like to paint real eggs. And many people like to play games outside with family and friends. I hope everyone has a happy Easter. What's your favorite thing about Easter? Thanks for watching and subscribe to learn English.
So I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, marvelous Easter Sunday. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you do for Easter with your family? But now let's get into the other segment in this video. I have no rights to that video. I will definitely have the link to it in the description, but I'm going to say it 2 more times. I have no right to this video. I have no right to this video. Okay, so what I'm about to speak to you about, and I hope the first half of this video you enjoyed. But now let's get into the nitty-gritty. So I'm going to explain 5 easy mental health advocates for kids to practice at home. And some of these things are not just for children. Adults can do these things as well. So let's get started. While being a kid can be fun, there are a lot of daily stresses that they face. Because of this, it's important for parents, guardians, friends, etc., and even teachers to create a safe space for children to express themselves. Mental health activities for kids give them the opportunity to practice mindfulness and talk about their feelings by incorporating these various activities into your child's daily life. You both can cultivate positive coping mechanisms and strengthen communication skills. Fun mental health activities you can do with your child. Create a journal. Oftentimes, kids find it difficult to verbally advocate their feelings and emotions. This is due to the fact that they feel uncomfortable speaking about them out loud for fear of being judged or rejected. If your child is uncomfortable with verbal expression, let them know that there are other outlets. One of these outlets is journaling. Though journaling, kids have a safe space to openly and freely express what they're feeling. This also helps them develop their creative writing skills as well as jot down goals and work through problem solving. Your child can decorate their journal with colored pencils, stickers, and pictures, since it can be challenging to do journaling every day. Slowly work with this activity into your child's daily routine and encourage them along the way with constant reminders. Practice. Journaling can help relieve stress and improve mental health. So with that being said, guys, I'll use me as an example. So when I was a little youngster, a little kid, I had a journal. I had a pink cheetah print journal. You may think cheetah print, pink. I was into the Cheetah Girls back then. So I'm a 90s kid. I was into the Cheetah Girls back then. So I had like a pink cheetah print type of journal. If you know, you know. So I had the journal, and every day I used to write in there. I used to write the day it was, the month it was, the year, and then I would write how I felt each day and what transpired each day. So then I could go back to it if I wanted to, and I could look and see what happened that day and what I did to get over it, or what happened that day and what I didn't do to get over it, or just what happened that day and how I felt that day. Because I wasn't able as a kid to go and talk to people about my emotions. I used to keep it bottled in, just like a lot of you guys. So I had a journal that my grandmother, my mother's mother bought for me. And, she gave me this journal, and I used it faithfully every single day. It's basically tracking your life's moments and your skills and stuff like that. And it really does help you get things off your chest. Because a lot of times just sitting there and bottling it all in is not good, and it doesn't help at all. It just makes your symptoms worse. So I definitely advocate. I'm a definite advocate for using a journal. And if you don't want people to go in your journal to know what you're saying, get a lock on it, because they do have journals like that. Practice gratitude exercises. Gratitude exercises can come in different forms depending on a child's age. Looking for preschool mental health advocates, a gratitude exercise for pre-K kids can be as simple as starting the day by having them list 3 things that they are grateful for. For older children, it could be more creative exercises by creating gratitude jars that are filled with notes of gratitude, statements. Practicing gratitude gives a child time to reflect and tap into positive thoughts, which is especially helpful during stressful times. Encouraging an optimistic and grateful way can improve emotional well-being. So basically, if you have a little cuter, a little cute little baby, you can have your little cute baby do I am beautiful. I am wonderfully and beautifully made. The color of my skin, for African American children, the color of my skin is not something to be ashamed about. It is something to be proud about. For Caucasian children, you can do something on the lines of, I am beautiful, I am wonderfully and beautifully made. The way people think of me is not true. I am smart. I am educated. And I am a great person. Same thing that I just said can go for African Americans. So that's what you can say. That's what you can have your children say. And other things as well, just positive words of encouragement to the child every morning or every day, whatever time you want to set that up, to get them to think positive. Because if you do that, then when they go to school or they meet other people and they say negative things to them, they're not going to believe it, because they're going to be like, wait a minute. My mommy, my daddy taught me that I am wonderful. I'm not ugly. I'm not stupid. I am smart. I am beautiful. And etc. And they won't believe the negative. So a gratitude jar for the adults or for the teenagers. A gratitude jar is basically a mason jar. And basically, you write different things in it, like, let's say, basically the same things that you did when you were younger, which I just said. For the younger generation, speaking out loud your gratitude, that's the same thing you do, but in the jar. So you just write down, I'm pretty. I'm sexy. I'm beautiful. I am that man. I am that woman. I'm not fat. I am beautifully made. Things like that. You just write it down. It's the same. You just write it down and you put it in the jar. And then after a couple months of filling up that jar, now you shake up that jar every morning or whenever you want to shake it up, and you pick one out of the jar and you read it out loud to yourself. And those are affirmations. Affirmations is basically saying good things, positive things about yourself. Pay it forward by starting a mental health fundraiser. Mental health services are important and needed. Consider taking gratitude exercises to the next level by paying it forward to support people and organizations working towards building mental health awareness. Unfortunately, there is still a stigmatism about mental health. But the mental health fundraising on GoFundMe, you can help address the stigma. So you can make a GoFundMe about mental health. So the money that you make in your fundraiser, you can use towards helping people with their mental health. Multiple access to mental health care and further mental health research. Money should never get in the way of receiving mental health treatment. If you or someone you love needs mental health financial assistance, make a GoFundMe. It's here to help you. Start crowdfunding today to raise money and get the care you or your loved one deserves. So, if you have something going on with your mental health and you need surgery, or you need a doctor and you can't pay for it with your insurance, start a GoFundMe and start something with the community to help not just you but others around you. Engage in a breathing exercise. We are almost done, guys, because I know you may think it's a little too long, but we're almost done. We got two, after this third bullet point, we got two more to go, guys. Engaging in a breathing exercise. It is easy for kids to get caught up in an amount of anxiety and negative feeling. Adopting breathing exercises are great stress reliefs for kids. Breathing exercises go hand in hand with meditation and mindfulness. During deep breathing and meditation, kids are fully in tune with the present moment. These things help kids. They help them let go of worries and stress and shift into a calmer state. Studies on mindfulness for kids by mindful.org. I will have it in the description where you can go to get more help. Show that there are benefits of meditation that includes increased focus and comprehension, decreased stress and anxiety, improved performance in school, and overall well-being. Use stress balls and other necessary tools. Some kids prefer to relieve stress, anxiety, and tension with tangible objects. In this case, toys like stress balls and slime could be a good stress relief. These can either be made at home or store-bought. The benefit of stress balls is that they serve a fidget toy and positive distraction. As for slime, it can help make a child feel less anxious after a few minutes of play. To make these 2-minute items at home, how to make a stress ball. You will need 2 balloons, small funnel, rice, flour, Play-Doh, or Orbs, or Orbeez. Directions. Take 1 balloon and use a small funnel to fill it up, rice, flour, Play-Doh, or Orbeez. Once the balloon is filled, tie the end to close it. Double wrap the balloon into the second balloon to make sure it's super secure and does not pop or break. How to make slime. A glass bowl, spoon or spatula, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 to 3 teaspoons of all-purpose solution or contact solution, 1 cup of washable school glue, 1 cup of food coloring or glitter, optional, a few drops of lavender essential oil, which is optional. Directions of how to make it. Mix the washable school glue and food coloring, or glitter into a glass bowl. Add the teaspoons of baking soda. Give it a good mix with a spoon or spatula. Add in the all-purpose solution I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. Add the all-purpose solution or contact solution. Add each tablespoon 1 at a time for best results. Mix it all together until the slime begins to separate from the sides and the bowls. This is an optional step. Add a few drops of lavender essential oils or calming scent. Start kneading the slime in your hands until it's no longer sticky or stays together. So basically, you're taking the palm of your hand and you're just going like this with it. And basically just playing with it. I'm going to use my charger. Okay. Pretend this right here is my slime. This is my slime, guys. So I'm going like this. This is my slime, right? So I'm taking it and I'm just going like this, mixing it around. And I'm just using it. And I just keep going like this and mixing it. And I just keep on going with it. And I just keep on going and keep on going until eventually it's not sticking to my hands. Eventually I could take it and put it on the table and it won't stick. Try music therapy. Now, music therapy is what I do, guys, and I'm a grown adult. Music can be useful for both relaxation and to encourage movement in terms of boosting and relaxation. Calming music can help children control and grow their self-regulation. If a child has the tools to help them focus and relax, it can help them cope with stress, and it can help children slow down with their thoughts bodies, and breathings. Music therapy. Music therapy is or can be paired with breathing exercises to create a more relaxing environment. This can be done either one-on-one or in groups. Many music streaming platforms such as YouTube and Spotify have free, accessible playlists that are designed for kids. Music therapy. Find the right tunes for your child and let them rest and relax begin. Help build awareness about mental health. Getting kids to engage in mental health activities can be powerful and beneficial to their overall well-being. The crux of these activities revolved around creating an environment where kids feel safe to make themselves vulnerable and share their feelings. Different activities may be more or less productive depending on a child's age, background, and individual needs. In addition to mental health activities, take time to build more mental health awareness. This can be easy as starting a fundraiser to provide funding for mental health services. Before you get started, take a look at the ideas that I just gave you. By creating a fundraiser, you and your child can help shape a world that is more kind and knowledgeable about mental health awareness. Now, with that being said, I hope this video was very educational, very, very educational. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you some ideas of how to make slime. And I hope it gave you some ideas of how to make a stress ball. And I hope it helps you with your mental health. And the things that I just told you are not just for children, they're for adults as well. Because adults can do some of these things. Like adults can use slime as a stress reliever or a stress ball. Because I used slime when I was growing up. I used a stress ball now and when I was growing up. I do music therapy now and when I was growing up. So a lot of these things I'm telling you are definitely not just for children, they're for adults as well. But definitely do a GoFundMe or something, like a fundraiser or something if you need help with, bills and stuff for your mental health as well. I hope this definitely was educational and definitely helped you with what you're going through. I hope you enjoyed my Easter Sunday video and the beginning of this video. And I hope you enjoyed my 5 mental health activities for kids to practice at home. Until next time, bye guys.